Shalom. Foremost, I want to start out by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles for the edification and knowledge. And to Wadi Ba'ashem Yahshua for putting in the spirit of the elders and apostles so we become edified regarding this truth and knowledge. Call Holy Yah Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. This is Job 20. Job 20 and 10. Let's read it. Job 20 and 10. His children shall seek to please the poor is the righteous, and his hand shall restore their goods. So they're going to seek to please the poor for things that was to a form of a remedy for things that was done to the poor unrighteously, and also things that were stolen, man. So they're going to try to pretty much compensate by being nice and compensate to try to appease the poor. Number 11. His bones are full of sin of his youth. That relates his transgressions and iniquities, which shall lie down with him in the dust. So it's going to go down with him in the dust to the grave. It's going, those sins, those iniquities, all those transgressions, the things he has done is going to go with him. Let's go to Habakkuk 2 and 16. Habakkuk 2 and 16. Habakkuk 2 and 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, which is nakedness. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned into thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. So they're going to receive that judgment, man. Their nakedness, they're going to be exposed, they're going to ultimately be judged, man. So that glory is going to be turned to shame for them. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 41 and 7. Sirach 41 and 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake, and that relates to the sins of the father, man. They're gonna have to deal with. They're gonna have to be. They're gonna pay for the sins of their father, man. That reproach, that sin, that thing of their fathers, man. So they're going to have to pretty much take the judgment of that. And they are there. When you look at reincarnation, they are their fathers, man. Coming back again in reincarnation, different generations ahead. They are their ancestors, man. And the ones that benefited, so they're going to bite the bullets of the sins of their father, man. Let's go to Lamentations 4:21 and 22. Lamentations 4, here we go. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, America. The cup also shall pass through into thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. So they're going to drink that cup and they're going to be exposed, man. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So nation of E is not going to take away, put thou in captivity no more. Ultimately, the Lord is going to judge that particular nation, man, harshly, man. Right into Obadiah, ultimately. Read that again. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So pretty much that divine justice, that recompense, a form of revenge upon the nation of Edom. So the nation of Israel will not be in captivity under the subjugation or be subjected to them. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom, and will discover thy sins. So they being exposed, man. And ultimately they're going to be judged, man, accordingly by Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Let's go to Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So they're going to pay for the iniquity of their fathers, man. So they got to pay for the atrocities of their fathers, and they are their fathers, man, through reincarnation. So they're going to pay for that judgment of the things they have done, man. Prepare the slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land of their fathers, that they do not. We shouldn't read that again, Shalakia. Prepare the slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world in their cities. So they're not going to be in a position of power to do anything or do anything. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut them from Babylon, which is America, and the name, and the remnant, and the son, and the nephew, saith the Lord. So their remnant, their seed, their branch, going to be cut off ultimately by Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, man. So they're not going to be remembered. Scripture said this is the one that Scripture talks about. This is the one that caused so much fear, in a matter of speaking. That's talking about that specific nation that was empowered, man. Let's go to I want to go to James. Here we go. 5:4-6. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields. The laborers, man. Those laborers that you pretty much made through violence do certain things to help build a very lucrative and powerful kingdom, man. Which is of you who kept back by fraud, violence, deception. They were not hired. They were forced labor, man. You forced them to work, man. And you paid them not, man. So you kept back a lot of things. You took their things, kept it for yourself, and pretty much gave them nothing, man. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth, and they crieth of them which have reaped are entering the ears of the Lord. So they cry, Lord, the righteous complain continually, man. So they cry of where the Lord is, hear them, man. Ye have lived in pleasure on earth. Why? Because the power has been given to the hands of the wicked, man. And thou shalt gain the fatness of the earth by thy sword. And by thy sword thou shalt live, man. Right to Genesis 27, 41 through 39 through 41. Because the power has been given to them, so they live very deliciously, man. And have been wanting, and ye have nourished your hearts, as in the day of the slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, because they have killed, historically, Native Americans, so-called blacks. That's history. You know? They killed the just, man. That doth not resist you. But ultimately, that was a punishment of the so-called nation of Israel because their disobedience to the Lord. So these other nations, what? They were made to serve these other nations. These other nations were made to rule over them. Part of the punishment is they were severely punished them, man. So the Lord allowed that to happen, man. But now, in return, the Lord is going to judge them for doing that, man. 6. Ye have condemned and killed the just, that doth not resist you. So they did nothing to you, man. Only thing they did to you is exist, man. And that's why you had that perpetual hatred going back all the way to Cain, because Cain hated his brother, man. And that continuation through the spirit of Cain to Esau, Edom, man. Because Cain is the progenitor of Esau, man. And through the continuation. So that hatred is over the blessing, man. It's over the birthright. That's that hatred, that perpetual hatred to no end, man. Let's go to one more, last one. Psalms 52 and 7. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength. So not having faith or trusting in the Lord, man. Trusting pretty much in his own form of wisdom and understanding, man. Leaning on his own wisdom and understanding. And the wicked, they have no interest relating to righteous and spiritual matters, man. So this will be an example. Lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength, but trust in the abundance of his riches. So trust in his wealth, his riches, his material things. That's 2/3 of our people too as well. And the ones in power. And strengthen himself in his wickedness. Try trusting in those riches, man. Because they had to do wicked things to acquire those riches. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. And righteousness deliver from death. Proverbs 11 and 4. So your riches are not going to profit you. Woe to that rich man that trusts in that, man. And woe to the 2/3 who sold out and think sold out as well and trust in those riches, because they're not going to profit in the day of wrath, man. This was something short. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yoshua Bashim Rakakadash. Hope it helps whoever listens in some way. This brother Zayal means wolf. Shalom. Thanks.